How's it going, everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the side markers, side scuttles from these F56 little bulb style to the newer LCI2 2021 to 2024 Mini. Here is the newer style. Here is the older style. I don't like that a lot of aftermarket ones have a sequential turning signal. It drives me crazy. But let me just show you the part numbers here. Feel free to screenshot. If you can find a deal on these, you luck out, but you are looking at spending about 100 to 150 bucks on these for the set. And then here, of course, is the original one. What you could do is replace this piece out. It kind of clips off here, but it's a little tricky. And then, of course, here is the part number for this. While we're at it with this one, if you are looking to just replace the bulb because it went out, here's what it looks like with the bulb out. And then this one, of course, you just pull out. And then this is going to be your standard T10 style. If you're looking for the legit bulb number, there it is. But of course, this is a standard T10 base, and then just make sure you get a stubbier bulb so that it fits. You'll see there, you just pop it back in. Make sure it aligns with these. You're going to see those little indentations there. And then twist until it fastens into place. It may be kind of latched here, so I use this pry tool just to kind of pop this and turn it, but you see it stays kind of locked there. So with this pry tool, you kind of push and then it lets me turn it there. All right, so if you're trying to change the bulb, that's how it looks like. But let me show you how to install these. Very, very easy to remove. Looking at the one from the left-hand side of the vehicle, you're gonna have one tab here. This one is gonna have the tab on the top. It's gonna be right around in the center. So with this pry tool, again, this is plastic, so it shouldn't scratch your paint too much. Just kind of come into the center here, and when you look at it from the top, you should be seeing this tab, and you're going to push down with this tab and slowly with your fingers pull out from here. So let me show you. You're going to see the tabs right there, and then this power connection, just kind of push down. Just push down here and then pull down. And then let me just show you if you were going to be putting this back on. Again, this is going to be for the driver's side. This tab is going to be on the top. So you see it on the top here. Let's plug back in. Make sure you hear a click. There we go. What you want to do, there are going to be these two little tabs here. Kind of align those first and then pop it from the top. So start with the bottom. Nice and easy right there. Now I'm going to replace it on the driver's side uninterrupted. This corner here kind of aligns perfectly there. And you're going to see the light is on the back part there, like that. You're going to see these new ones have two tabs, but it still lines up, no problem. And make sure you're going to see this has little kind of grooves or teeth, or whatever you want to call them, up here. That's what's going to go where the clip is. Then just make sure it's nice and flush and it's not poking out. You'll hear it kind of click a few times there, and it sits like it should. That easy. If you're just trying to change your bulb that's burnt out, or you're trying to throw in a little LED bulb here so it blinks more crisp, right? These are incandescent. So if you're just trying to replace the bulb, or if you're trying to change kind of this plate cover here, or if you're adding the newer style LEDs here, pretty easy. Again, these just have the tab on the top, and you just pop it out with that little pry tool. I wouldn't recommend a butter knife. If you don't have the tool, I'll link it down below. They're very, very affordable, and they work for a ton of stuff on vehicles. And then, of course, the other last thing I want to mention is that these are incandescent. You're going to notice these are LEDs, because what the car's doing is picking up these incandescent bulbs, not the LED. You might get an alert inside. If that's the case, you're going to use Bimmercode. So what I'm going to do is drive the car around for a while to confirm if the code comes up or not. If it doesn't, that means it's fine converting from incandescent to LED. But if it does, I'm going to include in this video how to program with Bimmercode to remove that error code so that it knows it's LED. I got the vehicle on. When you put your turning signal, that's called the hyper flash. So easy fix, we're gonna do Bimmercode, which requires the OBD Scan Tool and a few steps and maybe 5 minutes of just waiting. I have the 2015 Mini Cooper S, so the side markers are those incandescent bulbs, not LEDs. So when I press the hazards, it's gonna blink slow. However, it's very important that you use the turn signal. You're gonna see that's a hyper flash. You're gonna get a hyper flash because the vehicle does not know if the bulb is out or there's a current issue. So the fast blinking lets you know, hey, either change the bulb or something from a current perspective is not working. So luckily this is an easy fix. We're gonna use the OBD Scan Tool and Bimmercode to let the car know that, hey, we have LEDs now. So the OBD2 sensor plugs in right under here, and I'm gonna show you step by step, guide you all the way through so that there are no issues and that fast blinking goes away. Basically, we're just gonna tell the car, hey, we put LED bulbs now, everything's okay, and the car will work like normal. Let me show you how to use Bimmercode. First, we need one of these OBD2 little scan tools. This one's a V-Peak. I really like it. I've used it a ton. Works great. And it's gonna be Bluetooth, so you're gonna connect this to your phone. And of course, I'm using my GoPro here. So you're just gonna plug it under here, and apologies, I can't show you because I'm kind of sitting. You're gonna see the port that looks just like this, so you can't miss it. I have it plugged in here, and you're gonna see the blue light. Now that you have that, you're gonna put the car in power accessory mode, so press the button once, but do not put your foot on the brake. So the car has power. I'm gonna go to Bimmercode. I'm gonna do connect, data update available. Sure, I'm gonna do this, so just bear with me. Data update failed. Please make sure you're using the latest Bimmercode. So let me just update this really quick in the Google Play Store. We're gonna select update. All right, let's try this again. Connect, data update available, install, and this is gonna ensure we have the latest and greatest. The first time you're connecting your OBD, Bimmercode's gonna ask you which one it is. You can see there it's the V-Peak OBD Check BLE Plus. Of course, I'll link it down below for your convenience. Continue, and then we're gonna scroll down to the bottom here. You're gonna see Mini, continue. Identifying ECUs, this usually takes a minute or two, so just have some patience. You can't really fast forward this, but now that we're on the next screen, we're gonna do body domain controller. You can read a brief description here, right? It's gonna say auto start stop function, doors / windows, driving mode, lighting, mirrors. So that's how we know we want to be here. And what's really neat about Bimmercode, it shows your voltage, 12.7 volts. And this is a really nice feature because, as you can see, I have the car in accessory mode, meaning the power is on, but the car is not started. So this is a good way to know if it's draining your battery, so it doesn't die on you if you're doing this. So let's select body domain controller. And it's going to take a little while for this to load, so just be patient. It says 3 minutes 11 seconds, so we will continue when that fully loads. Now that we're in the body domain controller setting, you're going to see a ton of options. It's like being a kid in a candy store, but try to stay focused. So here is the main area we want to be in, LED conversion. And you're going to see I've converted a few of these because originally I had the halogen headlights. I eventually did a plug and play kit. LED conversion low beam was when I put bulbs on the old school halogen lights. That's why it's still active. Here's the proper one that you want to select. LED conversion side turn signal. You're going to see it as unassigned value. Activate this function when the lamps for the corresponding lights have been replaced with LEDs in order to prevent errors in the vehicle from being displayed and the LEDs from flickering. Use a backup to revert this coding if needed after it has been applied. I'm going to select active, and then I'm going to select save on the top there. And then on the bottom here, you're going to see it says code, and then it's going to start coding. Of course, read this, just make sure everything's fine. Mine is, and then you're going to start coding. This is going to take a little while, and then the car is going to, you're going to see the car turned its power off. So just give this 2 to 3 minutes. Finishing coding there, restarting ECU, and you see the car kind of does a little recycling of its internal computer. So you see there it went from unassigned to active. That's how we know it has changed. So now, moment of truth, let me start the car and see if the turning signal works. But what I'm going to do here is just to kind of safely exit, I like to close the app. So depending Android or Apple, whatever you have, I like to go here and then close all my apps. So I know that Bimmercode officially closed, and I could remove just pull down and you could remove that OBD scanner. So now let me start the car and we'll see if the turn signal works. Excellent, you see it works there. Let me get out and show you. You can see there, that's exactly what we want. All right, y'all, hope this was helpful. Have any questions, always comment down below. I'm gonna link the little plastic tools and the OBD scanner, all of that down below. As always, have a great day, have a great evening. Striker out.